Greetings, friends. It's Denise again with Denise's Dancing Paintbrush, and today I've got another collage. This one I've actually done for my FairyTale Alphabet book. This is called The Old Widow and Her Daughters, but I decided after publishing the book that some of these illustrations I did were quite worthy of making into hangable art, or at least display art, which I intend to do. I'm going to enter this in an art show. So I finished it by adding a background. But this is the beginning of how I put together the old lady's face. I really love working with the aged, should I put it that way? Making the wrinkles and the way the shape of the face changes, and all the charm that age adds to a person's face. It's more than charm, it's like all the years, all the tragedies and joys and everything they've ever lived through is apparent in the lines of their face. Like a book, you can almost read them. And so this little lady was very entertaining for me. I really enjoyed doing all of her little wrinkles and the nuances of her face, and adding the colors and the little crinkles around her eyes. That's fun for me. So this is sped up so that you can see it in quick time, not the many hours that I actually put into this collage. As you can see, I'm using cut and torn pieces of paper from magazines and circulars and advertising, old wall calendars, whatever has a good heavyweight paper and a shiny surface. That's what I used. A lot of these, especially the pink pieces, are from Avon catalogs. That works for me, works really well. So things are going kind of peacefully around my house. We've gotten our first COVID shot, and we'll be getting the next one in 3 weeks. So yay, things are looking up. Maybe normalcy is just around the corner, if there is such a thing. I'm not sure that the world will ever be normal again, but there you are. Recently, I've been going through my dad's old stories that he used to tell us and trying to remember all of them. He's been gone for 28 years, going on 29 years. So such a long time, and you get to where you have to write these stories down if you want the next generation to ever know the wonderful person that he was. So this is a story he used to tell about how he and his buddy from school would walk past the gas station. They only had one in their town, and steal a Coke. It used to make us laugh when he would tell stories like this, because things have changed so much. You see, they didn't have a cooler or refrigerator at that particular station. There was only one gas station in his town, little rural town he lived in Indiana. And to cool the Cokes off, the gas station owner would put them in the tire tank, the tank of water that they had in the back of the gas station, in order to check if inner tubes and tires had leaks. They would submerge them in the water and see bubbles and know that a tube needed to be repaired because it had a leak. Well, the water would stay nice and cool, and so he would put several Cokes in the water at the base of the tank, and I guess my dad and his buddy started to realize nobody's, patrolling in the back of the station. If you reach in, you could grab a Coke and be off before anybody noticed. So he and his friend had started doing this after school. They'd walk past the gas station, walk around to the back, stick their arm in. Dad said he would just stick his hand in, feel around, grab a Coke, and off into the woods they would be to guzzle it down together. Well, naturally, the gas station owner realized Cokes were going missing. So one day, my dad said he and his buddy thought that it was hot enough to steal another Coke, and so they went around as usual, sauntered around to the back. Dad stuck his arm into the water and grabbed a Coke, and off they toddled into the woods, followed by their dog, because you always have a dog. At least the way he would tell the story. And he'd say, a dog is not the same as a dog. A dog's one of them little, worthless, hairy creatures that sits on your lap and, just takes up space. But a dog was one of them big hunting dogs that would follow you everywhere and do anything with you. So off they went with their dog. And once they got out into the woods, Dad popped the top, took a big swig, and handed the bottle to his buddy, who then took a big mouthful and started spewing and coughing and choking. And only when he spit his out did my dad spit out his mouthful, because the gas station owner had filled the bottle full of motor oil. The whole idea of taking a big mouthful of motor oil, realizing that it's not Coke, and holding it until your buddy has his comeuppance too. I don't know how we did it. He would make us laugh so hard. Okay, that'll learn ya, as he would say. That was a good story. I sure enjoyed him telling stories like this. Well, here it is, my finished product, and I have hidden pictures in the collage. As you can see, there's a Native American in a blanket and a hat, a young woman's face, a pocket watch, a seashell, 3 mallard ducks flying, and a lion and lioness. I hope you enjoyed this collage and my little story. Thanks so much for watching till the end. And do subscribe, give me a thumbs up if you liked this story, and check out some of my links below. See ya! Bye everyone!